Welcome back to another episode of Natural Cut Records presents the Green Room Tapes with Daniel and Evan from Natural Cut Records. Today we are featuring Anthony Bailey and Joy Westermann from Blue Star. Blue Star, well, I can see their feet, so if they'd like to go ahead and come on out and get started, we'd be happy to get started for you.
I see. That was our forgotten song that we never forget. We wrote that while we were recording the album that we just made with Natural Cut Records. And it's called #DontCallTheCops.
Cool. Now, I was wondering, so you guys just put out a record. It's called Don't Call the Cops. It's called hashtag Don't Call the Cops. Now, I was wondering what the inspiration was for that.
There's a few different angles. There's a funny personal story that goes with it, and then there is just our current state of relations with our police officers, who most people would love to feel that they are protecting and serving, versus feeling like they're not protecting.
Cops. It's all about cops. You know how I feel about them. No, it's about a lot of things. I want to tell the story about Jason Brown, who the song really inspired it. We have a song on the album called Don't Call the Cops. And while we were recording, it just felt so good to say Don't Call the Cops. And it's inspired by the story, Jason Brown, Bellingham legend, that would tell us, as Joy and I lived with him for a stint, he would tell us many times,
don't call the cops.
For any reason whatsoever. Maybe the cops get called too often and hits the fan. But, that was Jason's... Wow, the battery's dead. But don't call the cops. Say that one more time, and then Beetlejuice will appear. The next song we're going to play is the Chocolate Song. And there's two parts to this song. We're going to play the first part, obviously, going into the second. You played really well in that last song, Joy, I just have to say. See, that is the second part. I just wanted to give you guys a teaser. What to look forward to. How did I do?
That's great.
Thanks. Solid tradition, it's our biggest weakness. We can master the numbers of obscure-ish figures. Think I have done this, created this problem. We must make a program, one we can follow. Would happen. We sunk into madness, so gripping the edges of practical senses. I shouldn't look back. Broken the window, there's nothing but lilacs all over your clothes. Come on, man, you know what I'm saying? You are nothing. You were meant to be. Come on, ladies, make me crazy. You got something that I'll never be. Maybe too soon. Maybe the moon is never over. We can't quit too soon. 'Cause all my feelings hit the ceiling. I can't count the many reasons just to get out of the door. Sometimes it's just not good enough. She introduced me to chocolate life and body. She used to meet me behind the clouds after night. She don't call, you don't call, then it's only letters after that. You know exactly who you are. And I've never heard such stranger words, then I don't know who you are. She introduced me to chocolate life and body. She used to meet me behind the clouds at night. That was the chocolates in their entirety. We ate all the chocolates. Good job.
There's no more chocolates left in the box.
No. We left the ones with the weird creams in them though.
Yeah, those ones suck. I've always
Yeah,
hated those.
yeah.
Yeah. So, it was funny that you brought up the story, I'll say, with Senor Brown, if I can call him that.
That's what I usually do call him. Senor
Do you?
Brown.
Senor, okay. Senor, tomato, potato.
Mm-hmm.
I've heard a lot of stories, I will say, about the songs, the album, and, funny little things like that. But you know what, I'll tell you, I don't think I've ever heard, and I think would be very interesting to know, how did the two of you meet?
Oh, I was hoping you wouldn't ask that. Anything but that. Well, it's like, seen it. Practically made it. This sounds like an adventure, like Peter Pan or something. And in walks in my Wendy. And
Love at first sight. Love it at first sight. He pretended like he wanted to learn how to play violin. That would be it.
that
I'm
we
not,
always
I'm not
match.
actually, I was going to say, I'm not actually sure how to take that.
Great.
Yeah.
If anything,
But-
great.
yeah.
That's a great thing to have. Most people can't say something that.
But now Joy loves Joy Division.
I do.
She would have
Yeah.
always loved Joy Division. She's had to discover them.
Okay. fair
Just
enough.
she's Googles her name constantly. I'm surprised she didn't come across it earlier.
All right.
So that's the long and short answer of how we met.
That's a great answer.
Mm-hmm. So our last song we'll be playing today is quite the most perfect song ever written. So much so we titled it Perfect. But the true story of this song was when we were talking to Daniel and Evan of Natural Cut, they asked for a current song because I gave them a link to my SoundCloud, which you could find somehow. And it was all these old outdated songs, like 4 years ago songs. And I was writing the song without Joy really knowing it. And she did a vocal song, and she saw a picture of Daryl from The Walking Dead dressed up as a cat, and she said it
as Daryl.
was
from
Daryl
The
dressed up
Walking-
as a cat.
Nope, it was a cat.
Cat
with
dressed
the
up as Daryl.
costume.
Yeah,
And it was really perfect.
and it was perfect, and that's what she says in the song. That's why we called it Perfect. But wrote the song to give them as like an audition tape.
And I didn't actually know that last part. I thought you had just kind of written the song and then you were like, hey, check this out.
I wrote this song for Natural Gut Records.
Oh, that's awesome. I love that.
Yeah.
With that being said, though, this is the debut performance of Perfect, is it not?
It definitely is.
I'm
It
very
was
excited.
a challenging song to recreate because it was like a one-take thing where I just randomly started singing stuff late at night.
Sure.
So to be able to redo something that was pretty authentic and not structured was challenging to say the least. So hope you like it.
Lovely.
Well, I know we will.
Take
It's perfect.
You know, I will say, obviously, Joy, I can see you're getting a little emotional at the end too. But personally, that song is actually a very emotional piece for me as well. And I know Evan will attest to this, but Anthony and I had been speaking a little while before we had decided to go with everything. We listened to some of the stuff on the SoundCloud, like he had mentioned, and you know, a lot of it was older, more atmospheric stuff, which was, you know, it was good. I'm certainly not trying to, I was trying to be polite, but so, you know, he said
I was lonely.
He said this is kind of like what we do, but not really, and I'd love to give you a better example. And I was really on the fence at the time, and I said, well, you know, I would really love it if you could. And I remember sitting down with Evan and listening to Perfect for the first time, and I didn't say anything when it was over, but I just looked at Evan. I said, Evan, what do you think? Do you want to work with them? And Evan, what did you say?
I said, yes, sir.
He said, yes, definitely.
It's Captain Oma Captain.
I definitely want to work with them. And with that, we were almost auditioning probably about 6 or 7 different bands at the time.
It's hard because it's just us two. We call ourselves a band, and sometimes it doesn't feel that way. We could make music like a band and record it. We could play multi-instruments, but we're a couple first, and then a band.
I think that brings some great things, and also definitely brings some challenges, and we're learning how to sometimes take that couple role away when we go to practice so that it works a little better. But then you've got to have that. I think that's the emotions is what we're always expressing, honest emotion. So it has to be there, and there has to be a little bit of that tension, a little bit of that,
Lots of tension.
There's definitely, I will say, there's no behind the scenes footage for hashtag Don't Call the Cops, but let me tell you, the tension was not lacking. If you were wondering, there was certainly a lot of it.
We had to remind Daniel and Evan that like, this is okay, this is normal, like we're okay.
We're not always like this.
or we are always like this, and it doesn't mean that we're about to murder each other.
Yeah, it's like high functioning alcoholics work on the same level.
Yeah. I remember actually the very first time I think Anthony and Joy had a, let's just call it a passionate disagreement.
They're called spats.
I like passionate disagreements.
We need Dexter to do like a blood spatter.
Anthony was in the other room, and Joy said, I promise we still love each other. Like, I promise we
She
really,
has to keep telling
really
me
do.
that. I have that tattooed on my high upper arm. It says, I promise I still love you. She did it in the middle of the night. I mean, I'm
He has a lot of tattoos, and a lot of them are a lot less appropriate. I'm just going to say.
Who? What?
Anthony.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I've got lots of tattoos.
Oh,
a whole bunch of them.
That's why he's wearing the long pants on an 80-degree day.
Smiley faces on my knees. Ozzy, thank you very much. Tribute. My tattoos are all tributes to my least favorite artists.
Satan. Okay, so on that note, Anthony and Joy, it's been really fun. We'll go ahead and wrap it up now, but hashtag Don't Call the Cops released, what was it, June 26th?
Yeah.
Yep. 6/26, 2016.
That's right.
A lot of scary sixes.
That's what the significance of that was.
I want to thank Daniel and Evan for having us for the Green Room Tapes.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
This is wonderful. Check out naturalrecords.com.
Natural Cut Records.
Naturalcutrecords.com.
Yeah.
It's a website. He just got me to say it. He plugged his website twice. That was
No,
It's HTTP.
You said natural records.
You forgot the cut.
Natural Records.
Speaking of cut.
Anywho.
Organic.
Yeah.
Cut
Speaking of cut.
Cut.
We'll leave links in the description. But Blue Star, check them out, guys.